Namaste all. Very good evening. Um, so let us start. Thank you all for joining the kickoff session today. Once again, welcome you all on behalf of Team GoPals. Let me know if you are able to see my screen.
Yes, G.
Yeah, thank you. So a warm welcome to all the interns for H.E.A.L Internship Program 2023. It's a unique initiative by Team GoPals in association with academicians, professors, experts in various domains. So we'll start with a brief introduction about Team GoPals. GoPals means Go is cow and Pals means friends. So we are friends of cow. So the vision of Team GoPals is to mainly promote awareness and application of native cow and restore the native cow back its to original place. So how we reach our vision? So the mission states uh, by doing we provide a clean and green environment for basic cow habitats, and we also conduct plantation drives in association with various corporates and volunteers for planting the native saplings in and around cow habitats. And we also aim to spread the awareness and educate the masses about the importance of sustainable living, where we lead a life in a ways that a consistent with the sustainability in natural balance and respectful for the humanity. And we also help creating Gograma, where villages are cow centric, and prevent urban migration by creating livelihood opportunities in the village locally by promoting sustainable living and well-being of the people in rural India. We also conduct events regularly and workshops and training sessions for the volunteers and villagers to promote the natural farming and educate desi cow conservation. And we also act as a bridge between rural and urban by connecting the farmers to the consumers. So Gopals is an initiative started 8 years ago by few software professionals to mainly create awareness and application of native cows of India, which are at the verge of extinction. Later, we have been successfully expanded to the various locations, various states of India. The mainly we started is to create sustainable environment and farm ecosystem to facilitate low cost natural or organic farming models and to provide economic and marketing support systems for the farmers and enabling them to sell directly to the consumers. And we also do organic tree plantations in association with various NGOs like Youth for Seva, Say Trees, and also conduct healthcare camps in villages for the benefit of the farmers. So, as I mentioned, Team Gopals formed by like-minded professionals from various backgrounds across multiple locations in India. Currently, we have established in Bangalore, Mysore, Gulbarga, Chennai, Hyderabad, Coimbatore, Gurugram, and Tirunelveli. And the main approach for Gopals is it's like volunteer-driven approach, and it's a momentum where people united by the cause, and we work by bottom up rather than top down. I mean, there is no hierarchy. We feel every volunteer is important and potential for taking the cause to the next level. And we conduct our events mainly by involving the local populations so that we can understand the needs of the villages and provide solutions respectively. And we approach decentralized way of doing activity, and wanted to involve each and every volunteer and interns or students, villagers, farmers to actively involve. And we take up projects in various parts of the chapters and the villages in and around where native cows are taken care, and mainly focus on the places where our volunteers are available in that particular area. Then we emphasize to take up the activity there. And we also partner with like-minded NGOs and experts and academic institutions. And the key initiatives of Gopal sir, we conduct events in Goshalas and the villages every quarter once in each chapter, where we mainly uh, clean the cow sheds and the bathing the cows, and creating awareness about difference between native cows and exotic breeds, and also conduct knowledge sharing sessions by the eminent personalities in the domain, and also uh, followed up with demonstrating cow based products which can be used domestically and which we can prepare ourselves. And the other key initiative by Gopals is Vriksham, which is agroforestry. Through this initiative, we are glad to share that we have been planted 30,000 plus saplings in and around cow habitats, that can be goshalas, that can be villages where native cows are taken care. This agroforestry includes fodder saplings as well as medicinal saplings. As I mentioned, these are the few glimpses of events that are happened in Bangalore in the recent times. And it is the glimpses from Gopal's Chennai and Hyderabad events, where our volunteers are actively involved in cleaning the Goshala and bathing the cows and cuddling with the cows and spending time in the Goshala. So here are the glimpses from our Mysore chapter. Here is the uh, you know glimpses from Tirunelveli, where we have conducted awareness campaigns within the rural community, as well as conducted farmer sessions where interacted with local farmers, formed local farmer clusters. And at the right end, you can see we have done the tree plantation in and around the river bank locally. And during the pandemic, along with the physical events, we also conducted various virtual sessions where we wanted to connect the experts with the rural public as well as the student fraternity, and connecting uh, rural uh, uh, rural people with the knowledge systems we have through the technology. So these are the some of the sessions like ethno veterinary practices, and boosting our immunity through Ayurveda practices, and also workshops for the corporates on the carbon footprint survey. Here is a key initiative called Sponsor a Calf. This is a flagship initiative by Team Gopals, which is conceptualized in 2021 to aid the farmers who are rearing the desi cow and helping in creating a fodder bank based on understanding the needs of the people and the villages we adopted. We also started including the providing the infrastructure facilities for the villages who are taking care of the cow. So we started with three villages in Karnataka and Tamil Nadu in 2021. Later, we have expanded to six villages. Currently, we are active in six villages in Tamil Nadu and Karnataka. And also, we have established six organic input centers, majorly focused in Kalburgi district. And we would like to thank Professor Malina Themadi for taking up this initiative and spreading the uh, knowledge across the villages in Gulbarga. He is the representation of Sponsor a Calf mission in service of native cows and bulls. This is the team GoPals in news. And our goals for 2023, we wanted to expand village input centers. Now currently we have established 6 organic input centers, and we wanted to learn the lessons and multiply them going forward in all other places in Karnataka and Tamil Nadu. And we wanted to evaluate and address the needs of existing farmer partners. And the other goal is to do the breed development and conservation activities, and expanding the sponsor a calf initiative beneficiaries, expanding our volunteer base through various events. And this year we started this internship program in all, and also to spread the message as well as expand our volunteer base, and would like to connect more farmers and villages. And this internship would be a great opportunity for all of us to connect with more rural community, enhance the connect with the corporates, and also sustain a farmer exploring, like we are exploring for insurance scheme for farmers rearing native cows, and explore options for online marketing from farmers to consumer directly. And there is another key initiative called Know Your Cow, and we started this Know Your Cow already as part of Azadi Ka Amrut Mahotsav, and we successfully conducted several online sessions that can be available in our YouTube channel, where we have spread about importance of native cow, and what is the vision and mission of the people who are already involved in cow caring activity, and the vision how youth can be involved in taking care of the cow, and how our country can be self sustainable through cow and natural farming. So with this, I would like to hand over to Mr. Ramakrishna. He's our national coordinator in Team Gopals. Thank you.
Dhanyawad, Rajesh ji. Thank you. Thanks for a nice and brief introduction to Gopals. Um, Before me, get started, all the interns who joined, do you have any questions before we actually dive into the introduction and purpose of Heal internship? Um, Rajesh ji, am I audible?
Yeah, you are audible, Ramakrishna.
Okay, all right. So, can we have the presentation? Yeah,
Yeah.
all right. So, you might have heard Rajesh ji, use the word desi cow so often, right? You might be wondering why is it so important. While you ponder on that, I'm just going to brief a line or two, right? Uh, See, it's whatever we are doing is 100% scientific. First thing, okay, and there is a very strong rationale behind every single project that we have chosen, and you will, as we go, as an intern, and as you do your task as part of your project, you will learn lot of stuff. You will understand how cow happens to be the center of the solution for almost all the problems that we are having in this the current age and the current time. Okay. um, Briefly, Rajesh ji already touched upon the mission and vision of our NGO, which is GoPals, right? So I'm not going to spend too much time on it. Uh, Rajesh ji, can we skip to the next slide? Yeah, this also we had touched upon. It's very simple, guys. Cow should belong in the right place where it was. For a take for instance, 30, 40 years ago. That is in the farmer's house. Okay, that is where it should belong, not on the uh, dump yards, not on the roadside or anywhere else. It might sound bit a crazy statement, but you'll understand going forward how it plays a vital role and how it is a center for the sustainable agricultural practices, our Desi Bharati agriculture practices, and why it is a sustainable option. While there are a lot of options available in the market or out there, how the Bharatiya agriculture practices, which is centered around cow, is a better option when we talk about sustainability, right? So every time we talk about desi cow, let there another word that sound in your mind, which is sustainability, sustenance. Okay, let's move on. Next slide. Yeah. See, Rajesh just spoke about a lot of initiatives like events that we conduct in Goshalas, SSC initiative, uh, mm, and organic input centers in various villages. Like that, HEAL is another initiative of Gopal's. Uh, I would like to pause here and 1 second, guys. Uh, I would like to thank Karnataka government for backing us for this HEAL internship program and for being beside us, especially Dr. Shalini ji's office, okay, who is our IAS officer for Karnataka Rural and Urban Development Planning. Okay, so a big thanks from Gopal's to Dr. Shalini ji's office. It's because of her, we could do this HEAL internship program now. Okay, now with that, uh, if you see that HEAL, right, there is a reason why we coined it as a HEAL. Each letter there, stands for a theme of the program. Like H is for health, E is for environment, A is for agriculture, and L is for lifestyle. Now, all those topics that the interns, I mean, when you have chosen right, each one of them are very carefully chosen so that they are in alignment with United Nations SDG, Sustainable Development Goals 2030, as well as Vision Karnataka Foundation goals. Okay, move on to the next slide, Rajesh. I hope I'm loud enough. If you want me to be any louder, please let me know.
Yes.
Okay, see, I'm going to summarize this particular slide. Okay, so uh, the purpose of uh, all the topics that we have chosen and the purpose of the HEAL internship program is very simple. If I have to say it in one word, sustainable living. And how do we go forward and find solutions for that? And how Desico happens to be the center of the solution. Okay. Now, if I have to uh, for the benefit of everybody who is here, to provide all the interns opportunity to know the benefits of desi cows. I mean, you will be surprised, to learn the facts and how ignorant we were. Why is it not taught in our schools and colleges? I mean, it's about pure science, and we call it the cow science. Okay, and just so we are all clear, whenever I say cow, it is Indian breed cow, right? And for all the four topics, right? How are we going to come up with chemical free food, a simple lifestyle, poison free agriculture, and so on and so forth. So each of the topic revolves around these four themes. All right, so that is the purpose of this H.E.A.L internship program, where you are expected to come up with a research paper, a study, or a solution to an existing problem, and which is again, in this point in time, which is viable and doable, and which is so good that it is worthy that we can present the presentation or the research paper in the department of Karnataka, and hopefully it will be chosen, and then it will be adopted as a statewide project. So that is the seriousness of this internship program. So it is, don't take it lightly. Every single topic, whoever is doing it, put your heart and soul into it. uh, uh, See that this project, if it is chosen, it is going to make a big difference to the lives of people. Okay, that is the purpose of this project, rather internship. Okay, move on. Okay, um, except the heal part, right? Which we are going to start as part of batch 2. Everything else, which is E is environment, lifestyle for L, and A for agriculture, we have segregated based on the theme. You will see the list of topics here, and also a brief description of what this topic means. Okay, I believe this document, or rather this PPT, will be shared with you later, so that I mean, if you're interested, or if you're only interested in your particular topic, a specific document, which we call as an objective document, will be shared to you, who belong to that particular project, to the mentor, and eventually is going to share that with you, so that you know what is that you are going to do precisely. Okay, so right now the next three slides which we are showing, so just so that you know that how we organized the topics based on the theme, and how we divided the mentors as well as the teams. Okay, under this big umbrella called H for health, E for environment, and so on and so forth. Yeah, let's move on, Rajesh. Like I said, this is for agriculture, all the topics under agriculture theme, or you can call it umbrella or bucket, whatever. Next slide, please. Yeah, these are all the topics that come under lifestyle bucket. Yeah, move on, Rajesh. Yeah, so for each of these umbrella topics, right, we have chief mentors. We have Dr. Baswaraj Pujar for health, Dr. Ranjini ji for environment, Professor Malina ji for agriculture, and Ganesh Karthik ji for lifestyle. So, with these chief mentors, we are yet to assign. There are going to be at least one mentor, hopefully two mentors. One mentor we are going to assign, who is going to be the primary mentor, along with a co mentor. Okay, and should they have any questions or any directions, they'll get it from the chief mentor. If as an intern, if you think you are lost, or you are stuck, for that matter, you don't know what to do next, so your mentors will be your first point of contact for any questions you have, right? And who is going to be your mentor will be published pretty soon, in a day or two, and after that you can get started. You will also know your team members, and WhatsApp groups will be created, so you know your team, you know your team's objectives, and also you know the schedule. What I mean is timeline, when to start, when to end. I, Basically it will be driven by the topic, the nature of topic that you have chosen, and what is that is expected towards the end in terms of deliverables. What is how are you going to conclude your project? right? Is it a research paper, or is it a solution to the problem, or is it a mere presentation that you're just sharing, what you learned as part of your study and things like that, right? So this is how it is structured. Clear? Yeah. And the timeline. See, we are on 23rd today. Yesterday we finished mentorship orientation. Currently we are doing the internship orientation. And today and tomorrow, as the mentors and GoPals, we are going to be taking care of assigning mentors to the topics. At the same time, grouping of interns and assigning a mentor, or some might need more than one mentor to the topic. Right? One second. Yeah. And then from 24th to 26th, the objective of your particular project will be briefed by your mentor. So this is going to be like a brainstorming sessions. This is like a huddle that you're going to have with your team. um, you will have discussions, you might have debates, you'll plan your project, you will come up with the tasks for the particular project, and also you will understand who is going to do which task, when are we going to do a certain task, when are we going to end a certain task, are there any dependencies. All that planning you're going to do in this window, right? um, and then once you have come up with the plan, whatever it is, whether it is your project plan or the list of tasks that you're going to do, uh, or the objectives that you have understood in your own way, that document will be shared with the chief mentor. Chief mentor is going to validate it, and then once he's convinced that you have a fair understanding and you are going to head in the right direction, he is going to give his approval, and then you are good to start the project. Okay. So when are we going to start batch one? So that is on first of next month. And what is the duration going to be? Like I said, it's purely driven by the nature of the project or the topic, and it depends your understanding amongst yourselves and understanding with the mentor whether you want to do it in 15 days or 20 days. But make sure that no project goes beyond 30 days. If you think a certain project will need more than 30 days, then you need to come up with a proper justification, you need to have a proper reason, and for that also you need to have an approval from the chief mentor for that particular topics, whoever it is. So that's on the timeline. So this is an important slide, guys. You need to understand how the schedule is. So if you have any questions on this, please ask me now or later. I mean, if you have any questions, like, feel free to ask. I'm going to pause for like a minute. You can just raise your hand as well. All right. So I take it as no. Rajesh, move on. Thanks, Rajesh. See, these are all the tools and resources that you will be using. Of course, Gmail for communication, and uh, Zoom for for your meetings as an alternative to Google Meet, whatever you choose. And we might come up with a recommendation before you actually start the project. We are contemplating and evaluating all these tools, to know which one will best suit for our internship and for our style of internship, whatever we are doing. Correct. At the same time, we are also thinking the two important tools, which is one Zoho projects, the other one is um, Google Drive. I'm sure you are all very familiar with Google Drive, where you have stored your photos and documents and all that. Now, either we will use Google Drive or projects, both to plan your project, to track it, to monitor it, and to upload all the content that you are going to generate as part of your internship. Very simple. And how you organize that template also we will give. That's also very important. You should able to find the document if somebody asks without thinking. You should not be searching and scrambling, right? So there also we will guide you. But these are the some of the tools that we are going to use for the internship, right? Right. Uh, this is an important one. Okay, responsible. So as an intern, beside you, being part of the team, and some of us are here because you might be doing an internship project for college, or some of us here might be for the passion of it, right? Because when you hear about sustainable living, um, I don't think that anybody will shy away but such a project if you have some time, right? So one first thing is learning. Learn as much as possible about sustainability. Okay, and see how the Indian breed cow is connected to this very interesting topic or aspect. Okay, that's very important. Learn as much as possible. Be proactive. Ask questions. You can shoot your questions in the group. You can ask go us. You can ask your mentors. You can directly ask your chief mentor any question you have. Don't shy away. There's no such thing as a stupid question. If there's a question in your mind, the best thing is immediately ask it, get it clarified, and support the project, guys. Whatever topic you have chosen, right, by choice or by chance, uh, be with the mentor, be part of the team. Okay, because mentor is going to assign you tasks. Of course, he is going to discuss. Mentor will have a certain sense of you. If he's given a team, he'll have certain sense of team strengths, team's weaknesses, and he's going to based on that he will give what he thinks is the best for each. So there is a reason when a certain task is assigned to a certain inter. If you disagree, talk it out, but don't do anything half-hearted, right? Put your complete heart into it. So support mentors, support the project, uh, take tasks, and do it wholeheartedly. Whatever it is, whether it is data collection or whether it is doing research or whether it is going to the field, or or back office, or you just need to sit in computer or like analyze something. Whatever you're doing, give it 100%, right? And the other important thing is maintain professionalism. Let's start. I mean, uh, you guys are all very young, out of college, and you will have that hangover of bit of that kiddishness and all that. Have fun, no problem. I mean, it's part of it, but at the same time, be responsible, be professional. Okay, you need to conduct yourself when you go out, for example, to conduct a survey. You might have to go door to door, you might have to go to a village, you might have to visit a factory, you might have to go to a goshala. Wherever you go, right, just remember you're representing yourself, you're representing your college, you're representing GoPals. That's very important. Okay, so respect whoever you meet, respect your teammates, respect your mentors. You have any differences with ideas, debate it in such a way that it's for better. It's not attacking a person, or uh, you know what I mean, right? You have conflicts, solve it like adults. And of course, see, when you do all this, trust me, by the end of this, your networking skills would have improved, and your network will have, like, I don't know, expanded so many folds. You will be surprised yourself to meet so many interesting people as part of this project, right? um, so be responsible is our request. And please complete assignment on time. When a certain task is given, again, if your mentor says do it in a day, if you think you need 2 days, negotiate. Don't agree and come tomorrow say that, oh, I needed more time, right? Because there could be somebody who, depending on that your task or your you know paper or your output. So it's never a good idea to make somebody wait. Okay, so please finish tasks on time, take it seriously, and be accountable. Basically, that's what I mean. So you have to be accountable for whatever you are doing. You have to be accountable for yourself, your task, your team, your mentor, and please accept feedback. When we got to know something, or your mentor observed something, and when he's speaking, um, or when he's advising or suggesting, to take it positively, right? um, Pay attention to the content of the message, not how it is delivered. See, another responsibility of yours. It's a request from Gopals again, right? And take initiatives. You have any bright idea, good idea, or you think that a certain thing can be done in a certain way much better, you are welcome to present that ideas. So we are all open minded, our mentors are open minded, we encourage such initiatives, we encourage ideas. uh, you will see as you go, right? So that attitude is very important. Okay, now pretty much that's it. There's a lot to say if we go on, right? I mean, like, and there can be certain change. For example, your mentor today, he might have told you certain task. Tomorrow he might have realized that, okay, it's no more relevant for this particular project, because whatever information he had yesterday, he thought that was best. And today, if he changes, right, be open to that. So adapt to the dynamics of uh, the project. So don't feel that, Are, I whatever I worked till yesterday, it's waste. So don't get demotivated with that, because change sometimes is unavoidable. Every day we are all learning new stuff. So every day, as you learn new, you might have to change your plan. You might have to abandon some tasks. You might have to bring in some new tasks. So embrace all that with yeah, with open mind. Know that whatever we are doing is for the final goal, final objective. So we are not going to take our eyes off the final goal, but we are have to perhaps direct and steer here and there, which is okay. Don't be rigid. So that's pretty much it. And co-mentors and Gopals, if you think there is anything else that I missed as part of responsibility of an intern, like, please go ahead and add. Rajesh, Dushyant.
Uh, yes, Ramakrishna ji. Yeah, it's like you have covered most of the things. And Gopal's mentors are always there for any queries and concerns. Post to this, we'll be sharing WhatsApp group link for each category, subcategory: health, environment, agriculture, lifestyle. So you will be in constant coordination, and we'll stay in touch with through that WhatsApp group.
And another request, right? So when these groups are created, make sure these groups are strictly for that particular topic discussion, and for the heal internship program discussion only. Please refrain yourself from doing any forwards, any fun messages, or any promotions, ads, or any news, IPL, cricket, all that. Um, let's keep, sorry, what's the word? Let's keep the group clean. And so we know that any message that comes into this group, we know it's an important message, not a mere forward or anything that can be ignored. Okay. So that's very important. Yeah, thanks, Dushan. That's a very important point you covered. Thank you. Now, the other question you might be asking yourself is, okay, so we are producing the content, we are doing research, and we are coming up with white papers or whatever publishing material, right? Now, who does that belong to? Some of us here might be wondering. So it's clearly Gopal's uh, content. In terms of IP, right? Who owns the IP? It's Gopal's IP. Okay. Now you might say some of here might be college folks who are doing it for the internship. So you might say I need this content as part of my project material. So I have to put it as my project document. All right. Such students, if there are any, that will be reviewed by our chief mentors and okayed. Okay, under the copyright Gopals. Okay, so the reason why I'm saying is we don't know what we're going to unearth, what solution we will come up with, right? The IP clearly belongs to Gopals. As part of that, we will be circulating or taking your consent in terms of a document, right, where each one of you will be agreeing and signing, and that is how the IP of Gopals is going to be protected. Dushyant, uh, uh, any addition to this?
Yeah, as we have mentioned earlier, we are excited with this internship, and it's a new initiative by like-minded people. So we encourage all the Gopal's mentors encourage neutral approach for your finding and the research, and the outcome may be a positive or negative. So if it is negative, we will use this data to find out the solution, and if it is positive, we will spread that and uh, try to find out the models how we can implement and replicate it in other areas. So we strongly encourage all the interns to follow the neutral approach for this internship. Thank you.
Right. So I think that will be all, Rajesh, from our side. Now, I mean, to the students who have joined, guys, is there anybody who is here as part of uh, uh, their college internship? Unmute yourself and speak. The session is done. Okay, I'm just curious. Yeah. Okay. I mean, you can either ask us here, or you can, if you want, save that later for your. mentor. I mean, it's up to you. The reason why we are asking is if it is for college, right? You will have your timeline, you will have your template, and you'll also have guide from the college, correct? So those things we need to work a bit differently, not totally, slightly. We need to tailor it so that it serves your purpose as well. That's the reason why we are asking. Okay.
There are few questions that have come up. Request organizers to look into it.
Where, Jay, where do we see
The
questions?
chats. What's the time period of the program?
Yeah, as mentioned earlier, this can be based on the respective topic.
Yeah.
So it can be minimum 10 days to 30 days. And if any extension is needed for further research, and if it requires additional time for any surveys, that can be agreed with the chief mentor and progressed further.
Rajesh, can you share the chat? I'm not able to see. Can maybe stop the slides and yeah.
The second question that we have is the internship going to be hybrid? What will be the mode of internship?
That is right. So again, it will go by the topic. Uh, I'm thinking when you say hybrid, it is both the offline and online, right? Where you'll be both on the field, where you might have a factory visit, uh, or a survey where you might have to go and do a survey in a certain village. At the same time, you will come back and do certain tasks online. If that is what you mean by hybrid, yes, it's hybrid. Okay, now I see. Are you going to provide us enough time for the project because we are supposed to manage time for college? Of course. Yeah, yeah. See, this when you're doing internship, it's going to be a big challenge how you manage your time. Um, uh, Weekends, full time, you'll be on your internship projects, college, and then later whatever time you have. Yeah, and this is again by topic. You will agree on the duration with the mentor and the chief mentor. Um, I'm not. Is everyone? What if someone missed the orientation program? Will you share the recording link? Yes. Uh, this particular program is already live on YouTube. So after we end the session, we will share the link on the YouTube. Rest of the folks who missed, they can, go and watch it on YouTube. Uh, so I'm not able to see the complete chat. I'm not sure. Sir, if there is any restriction regarding timing because we have to manage with college timing, that I believe I just answered, right? That's how you work out with the uh, mentor, again, driven by the topic. Scroll up, Rajni, I think we missed a couple of questions. What if I couldn't show up
Yeah,
to the field work or the industry visit? Karanam Sharada. Uh, Well, I mean, if you missed on a certain day for a certain reason, you can always do it the next day. But if your question is, I cannot do a field visit, I cannot be on the field, but I can be online. Then that's how you make your arrangement with the mentor, where you'll pick those tasks of the project where you'll be working purely on online tasks, where rest of the team who is comfortable or who is ready to or who can right go to the field, they will go to the field.
Yeah, in addition, like suppose if you are only able to do online survey or research, then you will get the secondary data. The benefit of doing the field visit and connecting with the rural community is for the primary data, where you have an experience and interacting and understanding the local scenarios, getting the actual information. So that will be a primary data. And if you are doing the virtual work research, then it will become a secondary data. So I mean, you can follow either of it based on your convenience and based on your agreement with the mentor as your topic demands.
Yeah, yeah. And that is specific to topics where data collection is one of the tasks. So what Rajesh ji was saying is, if your task is data collection, then there is primary data and secondary data collection. But otherwise, generically, if you're not comfortable going to the field, there are a lot of tasks that you can do as part of your project, where mentor will basically guide you, like project report preparation or presentation preparation, uh, or tracking. You can assist the mentor in certain things like that, like back office work types.
I, I see a question from Vibha Acharya.
Hmm.
Are we going to provide any certificate after completion of the internship? Yes,
Absolutely.
definitely. After your successful uh, reporting of the survey and after presenting at the end of the internship, you will be provided certificate by Team GoPals. It's not merely a paper of certificate. It will be added to your college credentials, or it can be used for your further uh, research. Yeah, I see hands up by Shweta RK. You can feel free to ask question. So again, the question: how many days we have the internship program? It will be minimum 10 days to 30 days based on your topic. In a day, how many hours are we supposed to contribute?
So yeah, it's a trick question, I would say. See, I mean, it's as much as needed. If I mean, I would want to say that as much as required for the project, right? Again, depends on the team that you will be part of. Depends on the mentor. Depends on the topic. It's not like you're billing, right? I mean, pun intended, right? So it purely depends on those factors. Whoever is asking that question.
I see a question from Shweta. I don't know whether she is able to mute or unmute.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe you can put your question in the chat box, Shweta, if you're not able to speak. And the other questions by Preetham, Kiran, Nitesh, you can please share your questions in the chat box so that we will try to answer. So after 30 days, we are receiving a certificate, right? It's not after 30 days, it's after your submission of the internship uh, uh, outcome, after the presentation, and after it's approved by the chief mentor from Gopals. Yes, definitely. Will we be getting the LOR as well? I didn't get. Could you please elaborate? Letter of recommendation for further research. Yeah, definitely. In case if it requires any further mm, interaction with various departments or academicians or any specific villages, yes, we can refer you to that. When the internship starts, it will start from May 1st for a set of projects, and for some other topics, it will start from May 15th. So you will be getting further communication in the respective WhatsApp groups, and you can stay in connect with mentors. So ideally, it is starting from May 1st.
Okay, sir.
And I hope you all have received the like orientation program updates in your email and in the WhatsApp group. Whoever not part of the WhatsApp group, you can also feel free to share your contact number so that we'll be adding you to the communication channels.
Okay, sir.
If we have final exams in the month of May, how are we supposed to cooperate? If it is not feasible for you, I mean, based on your academic situation, you can stay in touch with the mentors, and then based on your feasibility, we will plan for further progress. Maybe you can follow up in the coming months. Is it offline or online? So again, it's based on the topic you chose and the agreement with the mentor. Can we change our program in case if you want a different one? Yes, you can feel free to do so. We will be sharing the all the topics that are subgrouped under four major sections: health, environment, agriculture, lifestyle. As we present in the slide deck today, we'll be sharing it in the email as well as the WhatsApp group. So you can feel free to choose your topic based on your interest, and you can communicate to the mentor accordingly. After 30 days of internship program completed, uh, are it still there? So I understand, like, is it closing in 30 days, or we can continue further? Yeah, it's a good question. We started off this internship now, so with the set of topics and the initial timeline. So if it demands, and definitely we will do further research, and we'll also come up with follow-up programs like this in coming months as well, and that will be communicated to you uh, further in our social media channels. I see A question from Preetham. Is there any offline activity? Can you help us regarding the college issues? Uh, yeah, as Mr. Ramakrishna ji said, if you have any um, college programs, then we can align with your college faculty and work as per the convenient time. So it should not disturb your routine academics as well. So I mean, this all can be followed based on the coordination with the mentor and the college faculty members. Ramakrishna ji, please feel free to add.
You're right, Rajesh. Absolutely. Because we have to change the format slightly. The topic, the theme, the objectives, everything else will remain same.
As we mentioned earlier, we are not rigid on a particular format or particular approach because we wanted to go as per the convenience of the interns, so that they will put their efforts genuinely, and will come up with the right data and right approach. So we can follow customized approach based on the needs of interns.
Very true.
Thank you, Chandana, for your feedback. Which topic has the most field work?
You're asking because you want to be in that topic or you want to stay away from the topic. No, I was just kidding. Um, Either way, it's not easy to answer this question. There are 23 topics. Again, depends on the mentor and chief mentee how they want to go ahead with their objectives. Sure, we will remember, and we will put in a try to put in a project where you will enjoy. Before we close, right, I want to reiterate one thing. Uh, each topic that we have chosen, right, uh, it is in alignment with United Nations SDG 2030 and Vision Karnataka. So each topic is a serious topic. Um, so be serious and uh, put your complete heart and mind into it, because it is going to change people's lives. It is going to bring about a change should we seriously, pursue our government departments to turn them into a statewide project. Or even if a certain village adopts it, it's going to make a big difference to the lives in terms of sustainability. Okay. So each content that you produce, the presentation, research paper, or whatever it is, right, make sure it is very professional. The data, the content of the data, the way it looks, the presentations, the paper, because we are going to take it to the department, the urban and rural, planning board, or Vision Karnataka Foundation, right? So, request is make sure everything looks professional, everything looks, top notch.
Dushyant, before we close, in the interest of in time, and as we have a great opportunity with the intense, today we have joined our chief mentors joined the session. So I would request Dr. Ranjani ma'am, Malinaji, to please speak a few words so that interns are encouraged to.
Can you please share a few encouragement?
Yes, and that whatever the questions they had asked regarding the time frame and all those things. See, students here, we are not very strict on your any what college activities and your projects will not be disturbed there. We will guide you properly in that, and we will see that your whatever projects are there will be aligning with your college what topics, and it will surely encourage you in future research or any other higher studies whatever you want to take up, or else at least we will support you so that we will guide you in a way that your projects will fetch a good what recognition in the future. That is what I want to say.
Thank you, Rajini ma'am.
Yeah.
Malina ji,
Um, Good evening, everybody. With respect to this, we at colleges get theoretical knowledge and even some to some extent practical. And we as a Gopals, when we work with the nature like cow and plants, we are very ground like 100% practical side. And we try to address the problems that society is facing with a practical solutions and the efficient solutions. So with you people, we definitely will be learning for you regarding the cow environment and all, how it affects on a day-to-day basis to you, and how you can contribute for the well-being. So it will be definitely a good learning. Only thing the participation from your end is required, and we as a team are ready for our results. Looking into the preparation the team has done for Heal Internship, we could definitely understand how dedicated they are. And me, the